Invention number 4 in D minor by Johann Sebastian Bach is a quite popular piece, probably because it's very rhythmic and a little bit aggressive. So we have the subject is these 16th notes, starting with a scale up and a leap down and then back up and a scale down. So there's a lot of energy in those 16th notes subject. And the counter subject is 8th notes that comes in the right hand when the left hand enters with the subject. And we get these two types of voices, 16th notes and 8th notes, pretty much for the full piece. And if we look at the big picture, it's 3 sections that are separated with these cadential points. So we start in D minor, and then there's a clear cadence in F major. That's the start of the second section. And we get these long trills, first in the right hand and then the left hand. Then there's a cadence in A minor, and that's the third section. And then it ends in D minor, goes back to where it starts, of course. So I'm now going to play this piece in a slightly slower tempo with the analysis up on the score, so you can try to follow the different subject and counter subject when they occur in the music. Now let's look at a few things in more detail here. And first of all, you can think of these subject and counter subject small isolated cells as kind of jigsaw puzzle pieces. And especially the connecting parts of the pieces, they need to fit together. And the way Bach fits them together, sometimes he needs to change the kind of ending segment of the parts so they fit together. So first we have the subject stated 3 times in the alto first, then in the tenor, and then in the soprano. And now this voice is going to continue with the subject, as you can see. Well, it's 90% the subject. The first note is different in order to fit together, because Bach wants a D minor harmony here. So if we would have used the subject as it is in the beginning, the full scale of it, it would be C sharp or some form of C. So with the D minor, this is a dissonance that's like not allowed in counterpoint. So that's why we need to, Bach needs to alter it, and we get this start of the subject with a falling third. And now again. So you feel this is less dissonant than in the beginning, this raw, aggressive scale. Okay, after this sequence, now we get the subject in the left hand. We get actually the same sequence with the falling third start. And the right hand plays this. This is like a new puzzle piece that Bach throws in the mix to get something new, because it's not part of the subject, it's not part of the counter subject. It's maybe closely related to the subject because it's a scale, but it's not the exact contour of the subject. Okay, we end up on the cadence in F major here. Now, this second section, we get these trills in the right hand, the subject in the left hand. So what is this? This is the great feature of inversion that you maybe remember from the first inversion in C major. So it takes the subject, normally it starts with a scale up, and then the leap, but now we start with a scale down. It's really cool and like mathematically beautiful how you get these nice symmetries. So now again just a sequence going down. Now this is the subject, a normal version again. Okay, now this second section, it's slightly more free than the first section. So the first section is, you can say, quite strict counterpoint exposition. We get the subject stated 3 times, then a sequence in the right hand and a sequence in the left hand. Pretty straightforward like that. And now in the second section, we get these trills that are like interesting. There's something new, and then the other hand just continue going. And here we get a really long actually preparation for the next cadence, which is in A minor. So when we reach this E, it's the dominant to A minor, and it's so much energy with this minor second trill. Like so much energy down there. And it's really cool long preparation. The right hand starts with a C, comes down here, and then D, E, like it goes upward, moves upward slowly until the G sharp. And now we get 4 bars, actually a long cadence, so it's E dominant, A minor, now D minor, the 4th subdominant, dominant, A minor. There's a really long time preparing the A minor, and the final 2 bars here is another interesting mechanism. It's called a hemiola. So instead of 2 short bars in triple time, like we have here, 3/8, it's a quick triple time. Instead of 2 bars of that, we get the feeling of 1 bar in 3, but longer beats. So instead of, we get the feeling of 1 bar in 3, 2, 3, 1. It's quite complicated because we also feel the short triple time, so it's like 2 rhythmic things at the same time. But the right hand is clearer, the hemiola. Now together. You can feel it like in both ways. So if I play it really clearly as a hemiola, and now you get a little bit of the triple time in the left hand. So great stuff there. Okay, now the third section, we start in A minor, but we're going to end the piece in D minor. We know that for sure. So A minor is quite close. It's just flip it to A major, and it's the dominant to D minor, and we get that after just 4 or 5 bars. We get the final statement in D minor here. But now, concerning the material, Bach throws in even more new material. The right hand does this, and then the left hand. So we haven't had that before. It's kind of an upgrade version of the counter subject, I would say, because this counter subject is all 8th notes, and here we have this dotted 8th notes, and so it's increasing the energy with these different rhythms now. And it's also like a diminished harmonies here. Now this is D minor. Now for the final section there is one really surprising harmony. Now feel free to pause the video and see if you can find the surprising harmony. For those of you who managed to find the surprising harmony, congratulations, you are excellent pianists. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the show, the surprising harmony comes here after the A chord here. It's a B flat major, it's a deceptive cadence from A is the dominant 5 to 6. And also the right hand is really breaking free here from the material of the counterpoint with these notes. It's gravitating around this C sharp, so to really establish the A major as the dominant, so that's how we get a really nice effect of the B flat major next bar. And now basically just a cadence in D minor, we get G minor, so 4-5-1 cadence. Ending with a low D as well. So now I'm going to play through the piece again in what I like as a more concert tempo. Thanks for watching Sonata Secrets. The Patreon shoutout goes to my newest Sonata Patreons, J Dalk and S Yao.